Hey, good morning. Now, this is going to be a quick one, I promise. It's Mark here with another morning rant. Time on deck is 5 o'clock. Seems like seems like Fox News is adamant about not letting any refugees from Afghanistan into America. And if and they feel like if you are opposed to letting people into this country that helped us, that may seek refuge from the Taliban, you're racist. I submit to you that, and it's been going on in my mind. It's been swirling around in my mind that for those people who are against people seeking asylum. Now, again, you can argue whether or not our immigration policy should be corrected, fixed, amended, whatever. But if you have an asylum policy in your nation, shouldn't you adhere to those policies? If you have people in Afghanistan, not just interpreters that helped our soldiers, but if you have people that helped us under the radar, like not reporting troop formations or not troop locations and things like that, and these people are trying to get away from the Taliban, should you not accept those people into this country? You don't have to accept the entire Afghanistan population into this country. But some people on the right feel like because you're letting more brown people into this country, and even Tucker Carlson don't believe that they're brown. He believes that they're white men with beards. But if you let Afghanis into this country, if you let South Americans, Bolivians, Central Americans into this country, you're browning America. You're making America less and less white, and those kids will come into this country, have kids, and now you got more people in this country that are democratic in politics.
If history is any guide, and it's always a guide, we will see many refugees from Afghanistan resettle in our country in coming months, probably in your neighborhood. And over the next decade, that number may swell to the millions. So first we invade, and then we're invaded.
Is it really our responsibility to welcome thousands of potentially unvetted refugees from Afghanistan? All day we've heard phrases like, we promised them. Well, who did? Did you?
Still, the worst hypocrite of them, the worst of all, may be the former Trump advisor Stephen Miller. He wrote on Twitter over the weekend, quote, "It's becoming increasingly clear that Biden and his radical deputies will use their catastrophic debacle in Afghanistan as a pretext for doing to America what Angela Merkel did to Germany and Europe," referencing the Chancellor of Germany's decision in 2015 to take in over 1 million refugees. And yet, this...
So, if you go back and watch Tucker Carlson's 17-minute clip, I'm not gonna let you suffer through that. But if you go watch his 17-minute clip, he some of the rhetoric that he uses is the same rhetoric that Donald Trump used to discuss immigrants into this country. The open border. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're bringing rapists, and some are good people. Tucker Carlson said the same thing. He said, "Okay, look what happened to Austria. I think there was a young girl who was raped, murdered. She was drugged, raped, and murdered, and it turned out to be an Afghan refugee that had done it. So Tucker Carlson is trying to scare you into thinking that everybody that they let into a foreign country, everybody in Afghanistan are rapists, murderers, druggists, and that they're bringing these people into this country for a Democratic voting bloc, and that they're going to rape and murder your children." He said, I just showed you a clip. He said that they're going to bring in people into your neighborhood. He's trying to get you to be afraid. Oh my God, an Afghan refugee is going to live next door to me? No, idiot. You got someone living next door to you already. Unless your house is vacant. So they're trying to scare Americans into thinking that they're quote unquote losing the country. That the browning of America is happening right before your eyes, and you got to do something about it. It's Biden and his failed foreign policy. It's Biden and his failed border policy that's going to brown up America, and they're going to vote every white person out of office. They're not talking about black folk and brown folk and Latino folk and Asian folk in this country. They are afraid that they're losing their white majority. And that by Biden and his failed border policy in the South, in the California-Arizona region, and now that they're bringing over thousands of Afghan refugees to this country, that in 10 years, when the next census is taken, instead of white folk being 61% 57% of this country, they're going to be 47% of the country. They want people to be afraid of the quote-unquote browning of America. Of course, when Laura Ingraham said that, did they ask you, can you have these refugees here in this country? No, they didn't ask you. They kind of did. And there are Republican governors, senators, and congressmen who are saying, let these people into our areas. Let these people into our states. We will welcome these people here. We were there for 20 years, and the Afghan government was only installed to be corrupt. They did not care about their own country. I'm not talking about the people that are seeking refuge. I'm talking about the leadership in that country, the people who claim to be soldiers, the people who claim to be politicians. They did not care about their country. So when America said, okay, we're really leaving this time, they failed. It would have happened under anybody. It would have happened under Bush, Obama, or Trump. It happened under Biden. Again, because we're afraid to say we lost. America has not had a declared war. We have not declared war since World War II. We have not declared war in this country since World War II. Korea was not a declared war. Vietnam was not a declared war. The Gulf War 1 and 2 was not a declared war. 9/11 was not a declared war. We have not declared war in this country since World War II. But war has become profitable for Boeing and Northrop Grumman and what's that? I can't remember the name of that company. Halliburton. It's become profitable. And it's been known by economists and historians that going to war and spending boosts economies. We did not get out of the Great Depression because of policies implemented by Roosevelt, FDR. We got out of the Depression because of World War II, because production increased, because people had to go, the men went off to war, women went into the workplace. Production had to be ramped up. And so, yeah, again, they're trying to scare you into thinking that these people, when they show you those planes with all those people coming into this country, that those people, they're brown. Some of them believe that they're brown. They're Muslim. And when you think Muslim, you automatically think terrorist. Oh, they're Muslim. Oh, my God. But when you hear the name of Timothy McVeigh or some other domestic terrorist that happen to be white and Christian or white and Protestant, you don't hear the word Christian or Protestant as terrorist. Need I remind you about the Crusades? Go anywhere in the world where Christianity was introduced, and you will find war and terrorism to get Christianity there. But somehow The word Islam, the word Muslim has been synonymous with terrorists since 9/11, and probably even before that. So again, Fox News is trying to scare their viewers into believing that the Afghan people, and again, I'm not going to say that these people are 100% angels. We don't know. And that's the thing. We don't know their individual personalities. And even if we sat them down and interviewed them and did a background check on them, are we going to be 100% sure of what we find? Again, I'm going to keep this one short. It's Friday. You guys have a great Friday. Keep watching the news. Again, there's a lot going on in the news other than the Afghanistan thing. We've had 3 congressmen and senators. I want to say that they're congressmen or senators. I'm not sure which one. But 1 independent, 1 Democrat, and 1 Republican all came out and said that they were fully vaccinated and they have symptoms of COVID. You have school boards out here, Ron DeSantis and basically Ron DeSantis, even though Florida is one of the worst places to be right now for COVID, Florida and Alabama, they're still not mandating masks. They're still not mandating vaccinations. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Again, think about it. If the vaccine was not here, people will be protesting that they don't have a vaccine. But the vaccine is here. And they're screaming that they don't have to take it. All right. Again, I kept it short, kept it under 20 minutes, kept it under 15. If you stayed this long, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Have a Facebook channel, but most of my videos are here on Facebook. So press that button. Keep watching this space. I'm gonna keep giving you the news as I see it. That's accurate. I had a guy on here that told me that had the audacity to tell me that my facts, that I have nothing based on facts, data, statistics, and resources. What? What? I wanted to write this guy. He never wrote back after I responded. He never wrote back. But I wanted to destroy this guy. I'm like, do you not see my background? Do you not see my background? Do you know American history? Do not play with me when it comes to the facts of American history. I will destroy you. Literally, I will destroy you. Do not challenge me when it comes to American history. And if I don't know, trust and believe I know where to go to find it. But anyway, let me get up out of here, people. I said that before. I'm going to say it again. You guys have a great Friday. I'm out. I might do a video tomorrow. Might not. We'll have to see. But you guys have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And be safe out there, all right? Be safe.